was me. It was me. You didn't turn it down all the way. It was me the whole fucking time. I was making the song.
Oh my god. You fucked me up there. Wow, it's hot as a bitch.
All right, I gotta go take a piss. I'll be right back.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nah, I do have to pee, but not. I'll hold it.
Dude.
What? What?
Why could you fucking do that before? Like,
because it didn't come until he started laughing.
Fucking piss in a cup, bro.
I didn't think I needed to pee until I started laughing really hard on that first recording, and then we had to restart.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So after I laughed really hard, I realized that I kind of have to pee, but it's okay. I can hold it.
Oh my god.
I can fucking hold it.
You gotta start wearing diapers, dude.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, so
Oops, I crapped my pants.
So before we talk about the topic, what's there to talk about, man? Like,
we gotta thank the song, the artist of the song.
Yeah.
You can check these guys out. They're called Cheney and the Shotguns.
Wow, holy shit.
Yeah, pretty cool name.
I don't like that name. That's fucked up.
I know. The song is called Headshot.
Wow, what the fuck?
Yeah, and the album's pretty good. If you check out the album, it's called let me see here. Bush Did 9/11. Yeah,
that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, pretty wild.
I'm crying.
Pretty wild stuff.
I'm crying. There's tears coming out of my eyes from when I was laughing. Anyway,
when you almost peed yourself.
And you guys don't seem to understand that basically we just like 30 seconds ago where we started the recording, and I was getting prepped to play my little xylophone here, and I just started hysterically laughing, and I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it, and I was like crying.
It was pretty funny, actually. I mean, I didn't know what was going on. I was so confused.
Yeah, so sorry, I gotta get practicing. Anyway, yeah, so any Nexium updates? Anything about Nexium by any chance?
Well, no, I don't like those guys. They're all fucking freaks. But there's a couple other things here. Okay. Some stuff that's going on in the Twitterverse and some other stuff. Okay. First off, I'm really upset with Roseanne Barr.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you follow her on Twitter?
Yeah.
Dude, she is sucking Soros's dick like you wouldn't believe. What the fuck is that about? No, she tweeted a couple more times to go check out his website because he's not a fucking Nazi.
Yeah, hold on.
But he is.
Yeah, damn right.
But he actually is. Like.
Yeah, she said she's sorry for any comments she made about him in the past. It's pretty upsetting. All you have to do is go back to the 60 minutes.
She got MK Ultra'd again.
All you have to do is go back to the 60 Minutes interview from several years ago, and he basically says, yeah, I had to be a Nazi.
Hold on.
So
1 second. I have a song.
Are you going to do that the whole time?
No.
Because I should have let you smash it in the fucking parking lot.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was going to... Yeah, you made a mistake.
I know.
You made a big mistake. But that's besides the point, guys. Here's the thing. I'm going to make a song for Roseanne Barr right now. My audio looks like it's coming in low. Hold on, let me turn it up just a teensy little bit. Hello. All right, that's good. So sorry, guys, but I have a song for Roseanne Barr that I just improvised right now. Roseanne Barr. Stop sucking George Soros's dick.
Wow.
There was that tweet though that she had.
Yeah, there's more. There's more tweets. She's been tweeting.
Fuck.
She's been tweeting like crazy over it. Apologizing to Soros. It's fucking disgusting. Like, of all the shit she says, whatever. Did the Soros thing? Yeah, Soros is a piece.
Not
of shit.
having a girlfriend's really getting to my head. Anyway,
Soros is a piece of shit.
So
there's that. I ain't fucking finished, bitch.
Okay.
I'll tell you when it's your time. Because this is your show tonight.
Okay.
This is your show tonight, but I just got a couple things.
And you're my special guest.
Just let me blow through them and give your...
Yeah, how about you hurry the fuck up?
Give your take on it. You know who Bill Maher is, right?
Yeah, my dad.
Yeah, I'm going political again. Bill Maher kind of upset me last Friday. I used to be a follower of Bill Maher back in the day. but I've lost all faith in him. He can suck Soros's dick. Bill Maher actually said on his fucking pathetic HBO show that
excuse me.
He hoped the economy would crash and we'd hit a recession, because that way they can get Trump out of office. Then, whether or not you like Trump, you hate Trump. This is why we hate those fucking elite motherfuckers. You know why? Because Bill Maher can handle a fucking recession. He can handle the stock market crashing. A little fucking bitch like me can't. And that's why I hate these motherfuckers with a passion. Because they don't fucking give a fuck about us at all.
I don't think you're a little bitch, bro. I think you're a big muscly Chad. I think...
Oh, Bill Maher?
No, you.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, so...
Why would you say something like that?
Why?
Yo, listen, Trump may be an asshole. I guarantee...
Oh, you're talking about Bill Maher.
Yeah, I guarantee Trump is an asshole.
Maybe.
He is an asshole.
Maybe. I don't know.
You know?
I don't know.
But listen...
Maybe.
We can all agree. He's an asshole.
But
I don't
listen,
know.
if that motherfucker fails on the economy, we're all fucked.
Yeah.
Okay? Except for people like Bill Maher.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bill Maher can go out there in Hollywood and suck the rest of the fucking dicks out there and fuck the children like they do.
Yeah.
And just fuck off and die, Bill Maher.
Yeah. Dude, why does my audio look so much lower? I don't know. I think it's in the sweet spot.
Dude, you're loud as fuck in my headphones
Really?
right now. Yes.
Because it's... Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's cool. I don't know. But anyway...
Okay, so that's it. Fuck Bill Maher.
I think there was something I want to talk about. I don't remember what I wanted to talk about. There's something.
Okay, can I talk about the article I read from Vice.com?
Oh, you're not done?
Fuck no, dude.
All right, keep going then.
Okay, I read it. You'll enjoy this.
Okay, go ahead.
I recently read an article. What is Vice.com? Is that like a shit dump? Like,
They're kind of like BuzzFeed, except for they do more informational pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is an interesting article I read from Vice.com. It's world record orgy attempt fails to get enough people to come. And by come, I mean show up, not come. Yeah, they expected to draw 1,000 people in Las Vegas for a fucking 1,000 people person orgy. And they fell well short. Apparently, people weren't into this whole idea of kitten play orgy party. So yeah, only 375 swingers showed up.
Wow.
That's still a big fucking orgy.
Yeah.
I wonder what the record is.
The record is actually 500 people. That was in 2006 when 500 people collectively boned in Japan. They had one over in Japan. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the Las Vegas hotel pulled out. I love these keywords. Pulled out. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. Did you not like that?
My orgy has failed.
Yeah, the orgy failed.
My orgy has failed.
What about your take on the Trumpy and Korea?
Oh yeah, the summit. Okay, guys, let's put down the fucking xylophone. It's time to talk serious. Anyway.
Oh, now he wants to talk serious.
Fuck you. Never mind. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
No, come on.
No.
No, what do you think about it?
No. Yeah. I think it's a really good thing. I think that we just took a massive step forward with North Korea. I don't think Kim Jong-un is a good guy. I don't think he's stupid. I just don't think he's a good guy. I think he, at the end of the day, is still a dictator. But I think that this is just a step in the right direction anyway.
That's very well said. Very well said.
It's like why be enemies with him? Why be enemies with anybody? I feel like I get like I don't know if it was real or not. I swear to God, I bet you it was fake. But I thought I had seen a CNN article where they said Trump fails to realize that World War III would be economically beneficial.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I don't know if it was real or edited, but if it was real, then that's sad.
Well, that's what I don't get. You have people like Bill Maher hoping for the economy to collapse, and then you have people on the other also hoping that the deal with Korea falls apart. It's like, dude, why? Just because you don't like the guy?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what?
I don't know.
Listen, I didn't like everything fucking Obama did either.
Yeah.
Okay, but
I never protested or posted on social media how much
dude,
I don't
it's
Obama.
like what the fuck, dude?
Dude,
Actually, listen,
never.
I voted for Obama the first fucking time.
Well, I mean, I wasn't old enough to vote, but if I was going to vote, I would voted for Obama. The thing is about Obama is that I never hit social media complaining about Obama, or when Obamacare hit, I don't think I made a single post on Facebook or Twitter about how bad Obamacare is. I hated Obamacare, and I think all in all, except for a few special cases, it more or less kind of destroyed the job economy. It destroyed everything. And it was like, and I never once hit Twitter, never once hit fucking Facebook, and I never was like, oh, frickin' Obama. You know what I mean? It's I know that some people did, but all they did was complain. The difference between the left and the right is like, listen, I don't mean to get political. I know this is political and I know this is bad, but it's like, listen, the right, the worst they did was complain. The left, the worst they did was trash cities. Yeah. So think about that. Think about the scale of which that's happening.
And I understand Obamacare worked for certain people out there. It took care of certain people. But and don't name our company. I don't want fucking anyone to know what the fuck company I work for.
Nope.
But Obamacare gutted our company.
Yep.
It literally gutted our company. Dude. I used to have a crew of anywhere from 12 to 15 people.
Yep.
Okay? I don't have that anymore.
Before Obamacare,
we got rid of all our full-time workers. I mean, Obamacare gutted our company.
Before Obamacare, and I was making $2 less than I am now, I made more money because I was working 40 hours plus.
Yeah.
I was working 40 hours plus, and I had overtime, and it was okay.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not allowed to work more than like 35 hours a week, tops.
So you know,
I make less money, and
I feel bad for the people Obamacare work for. But you got to think there's people like us where, dude, it didn't work for us, man.
Nope.
It gutted our fucking
screwed
company.
Me over. And then when I tried to get unemployment, when I tried to benefit from said system, I didn't get shit.
Yeah, you didn't get nothing. All right, so that's that. And I think
we trailed off. The summit, the point is that at the summit, Kim Jong-un is not a good person. I don't like Kim Jong-un in particular. At one point, I was thinking that we were never, ever going to have peace with Korea. And I thought, why don't we just fucking turn that place into a parking lot? I hate to be crude, but it's like, these guys are nothing but trouble. Why not just get rid of them? Yeah. Seriously, just get rid of them.
I mean, what do you want? You want something like this happening?
I never thought it would ever come to this.
Or did you want to go to war? Do you want more of our kids to go over there and fucking die? You want to spend more money on fucking bombs? I mean, the amount of money we spend on fucking bombs is fucking astronomical.
Yeah.
I mean, so what do you want to do?
Bombs and jets, man. It's like, bombs and jets are both extremely expensive. And that's besides the point. It's like, it's just like, it was just like, I never ever thought that we would ever come to a peaceful agreement with North Korea. And not to mention, Kim Jong-un has agreed to denuclearize.
Yeah.
And that's a huge step. That's huge.
You know,
and
he may be playing possum.
Maybe,
okay,
maybe.
But listen, people are trying shit.
Yeah.
They're trying shit, and it's not involving fucking bombs.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. It's a step in the right direction. Even if he's playing possum, at least we're going in the right direction. Maybe things can be worked out. The point of me saying all this, though, is that I never expected it to get to this point. I underestimated.
No way.
Underestimated
No
Trump's...
way. Our government loves fucking war, dude.
I underestimated Trump and his whole crew and South Korea. I underestimated them. I thought they would never step up to the plate and be the bigger man.
Yeah.
But we did. Yeah. We did. And then North Korea agreed. Again, don't like Kim Jong-un. But this is a humongous step. A humongous peaceful step. Whether you're on the left or the right, you need to give him credit.
I think there was a time when Obama was in office. I don't even know if you could Google it to find out. When Obama was in office, I believe I remember reading a story one time where our fucking military ran out of fucking bombs. Like our country dropped so many fucking bombs over there in the Middle East.
Pakistan.
Like we ran the fuck out.
Wasn't it Pakistan? Dude. I think we.
No, I don't
dropped
think it was
most.
I don't think it was Pakistan. It might have been Afghanistan.
I thought it was Pakistan.
Well, with Pakistan, it's kind of hard with Pakistan because we weren't supposed to be fucking shooting bombs over there, but we kind of were.
Well, we were allowed to, and then it turned out that the government in Pakistan may or may not.
December 2015, At that point, we had dropped 20,000 missiles and bombs during the U.S. campaign against ISIS, and stockpiles were depleted.
Yeah, fucking see that. We ran out of fucking bombs, dude.
Here's the thing: is
Jesus
that
I'm
pretty sure. Yeah, actually, I think you're right. I don't think we were allowed to drop bombs in Pakistan. And,
no.
And
we were sending drones over there.
Yeah, and I don't think we ever did bomb Pakistan. But we did. But
they were going across the border with fucking drones.
Yeah, but we didn't bomb them, from what I understand.
No, we didn't bomb Pakistan themselves.
No,
but they were sending drones across to fucking bomb little.
Yeah.
Little, whatever over there.
Yeah, I all I know is that didn't they find Osama in Pakistan?
Yeah, that's what
and
they said.
And didn't they also say that they may or may not have been held and hidden by the Pakistani government?
Yeah. But
Pretty
anyway,
funny.
way off topic. I think this is a step in the right direction. But what do I know?
Yeah.
Bill Maher knows more than me because he's worth what, $200 million, something like that.
More money
So he can take a fucking hit.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bill, I can't. So that's the Trump and the Korea.
What?
We talked about the raccoon last week,
100 million.
right? You finally got the raccoon story out of me last week, the baby raccoon.
Yeah.
Sorry for anyone who was pulling for it. That motherfucker's dead. But anyway,
Oh my God.
My kid graduated. That was pretty cool. That was
Yeah.
That was actually it was fucking depressing. I wanted to fucking Bourdain myself over the fucking side of the motherfucking
Jesus
thing.
fucking Christ.
Yeah. Speaking of Bourdain,
I guess I'm putting Bourdain in the fucking title again.
Speaking of Bourdain, everyone should check out his girlfriend. How do you say that? Would you say that Asia? Asia?
I guess Asia Argento.
Yeah, Asia Argento. That was Bourdain's ex-girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys should really go online and check this woman out. She's Luciferian, and straight up. Straight up. I mean, you can check her Twitter and her Instagrams and shit. She's like a mini Abramovich.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
there she is with her Lucifer jacket on.
So what you're trying to say is that Anthony Bourdain was a sacrifice.
Yeah. There she is looking at babies in little jars with they're like kept in, what is that, formaldehyde?
And she's holding them like they're babies.
Yeah,
like
that's pretty gross.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you guys go check out her, there she is with blood all over her sister's hands. They're like cut themselves and
that's pretty cool.
They're blood sisters
that's
now. Cool. She was heavily into witchcraft. There she is doing the one eye thing. The Illuminati thing.
Yeah.
So anyone who really liked Bourdain, because last week was our Bourdain episode and we didn't talk about him. So
Sorry,
just
guys.
go check out his ex-girlfriend, Asia Argento, and they even got pictures here with her new boyfriend she got like 2 weeks before Bourdain killed himself. But anyway, so that's that. And Tom Arnold is still a talentless dick. And Wheeler Walker Jr. Still not acknowledging my dank memes I make for him.
Yeah.
And today he wished everyone happy Father's Day. Then he proceeded to say,
Jesus Christ, we're 20 minutes in and we haven't talked about Winchester yet.
We're getting there, bro.
I'm just saying, we're 20 minutes in.
Okay, just let me finish this. Okay? He fucking said, happy Father's Day to everyone. And then he said, all your fathers are ugly. So I tweeted it to him that at Will Walker Jr., you're my dad. And he never got back to me. So, all right, so that's that. And now let's go into Winchester.
Yeah, sorry, that took like 20 minutes because of fucking Jake. Fucking asshole.
I had some updates, bro.
Fucking asshole, dude.
I had some updates and
what the fuck?
And I had to talk about Bourdain because we didn't fucking talk about him.
It's all about you all the time.
That's what she says.
Anyway, let's talk about fucking the Winchester Mystery House. Yeah, there was just recently a movie called Winchester that came out, and it was bad. Podcast over. That's it.
Wow.
So anyway, we're really going to talk about the Winchester House. I'd never seen the new horror movie, but apparently it sucks really bad. Didn't you watch it, Mike? Didn't you watch it?
I was gonna watch it, then Megan told me about it, and I decided not to.
Okay.
I watched little pieces of it. It was basically they just exploited the
Yeah,
shit out
yeah,
of
they
it.
exploited the whole fucking deal.
Okay, so basically it was like Dogma. It was dog shit. So anyway, so onwards we go. So let's talk about the Winchester Mystery House. We'll talk about like the history of Sarah Winchester. Let's talk about how it came to be and how it all kind of happened, and I'll give my theories. What I think kind of happened, because a lot of people seem to have different. I listened to 13 O'Clock podcast, and they said their own little theory, and I thought it was logical, very logical point. But
is that the one I listened to?
I don't know.
With the guy and the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, anyway, I listened to that, and I thought that their theories were interesting, and I thought it was logical, but I personally don't think that was the case, what they had suggested. I'll talk about that later.
She swore a lot too. She said a lot of bad words. We don't do that here.
Yeah, no.
Christian podcast.
Yeah, Christian only podcast, and if you're a Satanist, please tune out. Go away. Go. Get. Anyway, Winchester Mystery House. So, I'll kind of blow through the history of Sarah Winchester because honestly, I'm gonna be real, you guys. It doesn't matter.
I think her history matters a little bit.
A little bit. I'm gonna get to the important bits though.
Okay.
Okay. So, Sarah Winchester. I'm actually gonna go to her page. And because I already know all the information, but I want to get the years right. My thing is remembering the years. So she was the American heiress who has amassed great wealth after the death of her husband, William Winchester. So basically, yeah,
that's funny.
Well, as you may know, the name Winchester. She was married to the guy who I don't remember. He either developed the Winchester repeater rifle, or he had been the successor of the person who developed it, and then he was developing it.
Yeah,
he developed it? Okay. And, well, basically that was the gun that, quote-unquote, won the West. It was never militarized, but from what I understand is that the Winchester repeater rifle was heavily used by cowboys, people fighting Indians, stuff like that.
Your fucking next-door neighbor.
Speaking of repeating rifles, somebody across the street's probably dead. I hope that got picked up on the audio. That'd be probably fucking funny.
Yeah, that's that guy over there. He dumps a lot of ammo.
Oh yeah, you told me he's the guy that shoots. Yeah. That's fine. I don't care. We live in America, baby. Anyway, so he developed apparently. So basically, a lot of people have died by the hands of this rifle, basically, William Winchester and Sarah not Winchester, but her name was Sarah Lockwood Pardee. That was her maiden name. Well, she had met with William Winchester. They got married, and then at some point they had a kid. Now that child had died 6 weeks in, and I'd imagine that probably took its toll on Sarah Winchester. And then 15 years later, her husband died of tuberculosis. And basically, she amassed great wealth because he died. Not even joking. So she made like a couple $1 million. She received an inheritance of $20 million back then.
Yeah, back then.
Now, let me tell you, that translates now to about...
shitload.
It's half a...
Listen, we're not good with math. Just say shitload.
I already know how much it is, though.
Okay.
She's
13. No, remember?
It's 500... It's $500 million now. So she accumulated $500 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking real.
And then, get this. She was making $1,000 a day back then. Because she was making a salary off of the Winchester company because she held shares, I guess.
Yeah.
And she owned well over half the company. And basically, she's making $1,000 a day, which translates today to about $25,000 a day. $25,000 a day.
That's crazy.
And
it's a lot of cocaine and hookers.
Yeah. Well, as you can imagine,
no.
Wow. I don't think so. I don't think Sarah Winchester is doing cocaine and fucking hookers.
Yeah, I doubt it. A lot, though. Yeah.
Perhaps. I doubt it. Anyway, so fucking basically they both died, and she was very distraught. She was like always wearing her mourning gowns, and she still did well afterwards. We'll talk about that more later. But as a product of the times, she had seen a medium. Because back in the 1800s there, people were really into the spiritualism and ghosts and everything. It was like a fad.
Yeah.
It's kind of like vaping now.
There were like John Edwards on every corner.
It was like vaping. It's like, you know how people are vaping everywhere, and then I have to beat them up because they're little pussies?
Wow. Sorry, vapors.
Yeah, if you vape, stop listening. Tune out.
No, if you vape, stop vaping.
Die. Anyway, but we're joking. But
I'm not. Stop vaping.
I don't give a fuck if you vape, dude. It's America. Shoot guns, vape. I don't care.
Says the guy who fucking smokes a pack of cigarettes a day.
Better than vaping.
Only because it doesn't look as gay. But whatever. Anyway. Well, anyway, yeah, the whole spiritualism thing was like, it was like a fad back then, and she had gone to see a medium, supposedly. This is a big supposed. That's my alarm. Wow. We have to restart the podcast, guys. Sorry. Restart the podcast.
Why?
Turn it off!
Why?
Nothing, I'm joking.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, you're supposed to play along.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Anyway, yeah, so she went and seen a medium in a very mourning state. She was still all fucked up because her husband died and she had a dead kid and everything. So apparently this medium had told her, and she went to Boston, I think she did, to see this medium.
Yeah.
And this medium had told her, yeah, since you're the heiress of the Winchester family, listen, I think all mediums are shams. I think almost all of them are shams. I think they're all fucking fakers. I have yet to see a medium that I can't think, wow, they managed to find out that information by being a shyster.
Yeah.
And
listen, I don't mean to cut you off, but do you want to hear a quick story about a medium?
Go ahead.
Okay. My ex-wife.
Okay.
After we separated, I believe it was after we separated. I can't remember. I don't know. Separation was such a good time for me. She, her sister, which would have been my ex-sister-in-law, dude. Wow. Gesundheit.
Thank you.
She went to, so her sister and her mom and another friend or whatever, they went to that John Edwards thing.
John Edwards?
Yeah, do you remember John Edwards?
Who the fuck's John Edwards?
Crossing over with John Edwards.
No.
You don't know who John Edwards is?
No.
TV show
Motherfucker.
I never
It was
seen
on the TV show.
No, I never
Dude,
seen it.
I still got a copy of it.
I've deadass never seen it.
They were actually picked.
I've deadass never seen it.
They were picked.
Yeah.
And they were up on stage and everything. And they were talking to supposedly her dad, and then it led to a grandpa or some shit.
Okay.
And, yeah, it was completely fucking weird.
Was it real?
I don't think it's real.
No, I don't think it's real either.
But it brought comfort to her.
That's dumb.
That's my story.
I'm sorry. I don't think it's. I don't.
So,
But did he say anything to them that he shouldn't have just known?
He said things, from what I remember, he said things that there was a couple different things. I can't remember what they were, but I remember at the time when I seen it, I was like, yeah, but what if they're standing in line, like just talking about it? Because his big thing was that my ex-sister-in-law commanded like her father to be there today, blah, blah, blah. And, well, yeah, because, like, what if she's standing in line and she's just saying, yo, Dad better show up today. Dad better fucking be here. Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Well, you understand that's how mediums
work,
right?
Yeah.
So they gather as much information as possible. That's why if you go and see a medium, what I would like to do one day with a medium is lie to them. And
yeah.
You know what? If they say, you're lying to me, aren't you?
Yeah, then
you're like, okay, whoa.
okay, something's going on.
Yeah,
here.
it's like which is never the case.
Yeah.
The mediums are the we'll get back on track in a second, guys.
Yeah.
But mediums are the ultimate improv masters, dude. You know what improv is? It's it's yes man. It's basically you just keep saying yes and you build on top of each other. You don't never say no. Supposedly that's big like no in improv. You never say no. I mean you could, but and go your own direction. But that's besides the point though. You basically what a medium does is they throw it out there with the information that they've managed to gather, and as soon as they get a bite, they fucking build, and they keep building and they keep fishing for information until they build a narrative, and that's basically what mediums do. They're bullshitters. They're all bullshitters.
I remember one story, and I remember around the time she did it because I had ran a demo. I ran a demolition derby down at the fair. And my kids were down there with her kids, and they all wanted to go on the ponies, but I don't know, for some reason the moms threw a fit, and no fucking ponies tonight. They didn't get to go on the ponies. So one of the things John Edwards said to her, this was like 2 weeks later, John Edwards said to her on the show was, Vic, that's her father, Vic is saying you should have let the kids go on the ponies. Okay, which kind of creeped me out at first.
Because that's pretty small information.
Yeah, but the more I thought about it, that could have been something. It was only 2 weeks after the fair. So they could have been discussing that in line. Something could have came up. They could have started talking about the kids. And where someone could have said, I really wish we should have let the kids go.
And that's another thing. You never know who in line's working for the fucking, you know what I mean, listening in for them. And then they're like, hey, John Edwards.
But out of all the things that were said, from what I remember, that's the one that stuck out the most to me is that he's like, yeah, Vic said you should have let the kids go on the ponies. Yeah. And when he first said that, I was like, oh my fucking God, that's creepy. Yeah. But you know how I am. I had to sit there and dissect it in my head.
Well, my thing with mediums is like I'm almost 100% certain if I had a little bit of help, like people out sitting outside in the line, like maybe people standing in line acting like they're customers, and then somebody comes in and be like, "Yo, dude, they said this, and this."
Planting people in the audience, shit like that.
Yeah, I could easily do it. Yeah, I could easily do it. I know for a fact I could. Yeah, it's just like a magic trick. Mm-hmm. There's a trick to it. And it's like, look at L. Ron Hubbard, the guy who ran fucking Scientology there. Yeah.
The sea captain.
Was it L. Ron Hubbard? No.
I'm a sea
captain. It was Jones. Jim Jones.
Oh, Jim Jones. He's a cutie.
He was the one that had people planted in the audience, and he did the psychic thing to people. I think
the juice, motherfucker.
He did the psychic thing, and that's exactly what he did. He had people in the audience feeding him information. And he would actually hang out in casual clothes out in the audience and listen to people talk and be like, and he'd remember their face. Yeah. And then when the whole like seminar would come along, he'd be like, "You there, your father died, didn't he?" And then he'd be like, "Oh my God, he knows." It's bullshit. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, back to her.
So she talked to this fucking psychic, and I'm sure this motherfucking psychic knew she was the Winchester heiress, dude. And I'm sure this person fucking knew. And this person was like, "Yeah, so your Winchester rifles that your husband made, they killed a lot of people, so your family's cursed. Yeah. You're gonna have to go out west and build a house that's like a sanctuary for the ghosts. For their souls. And you're gonna need to run away from evil ghosts forever. Yeah. And if you manage to house these good ghosts and make a sanctuary for them, you'll be immortal." Yeah. Bullshit.
And
all of it.
And some woman who just lost her kid.
She was traumatized. She was like, "Oh my God, I need to do this." And basically this fucking psychic said, "Go out west. I'm not telling you where you have to go. You'll know when you get there." Yeah. And she went all the way out to fucking San Jose. And she bought a house from a farmer, an 8-room like mini mansion kind of thing. Yeah. And she hired a whole bunch of fucking construction people to start fucking building. And
talk about job security though.
They were getting paid double the rate.
Yeah.
They were getting paid double the rate back then.
Those guys had it dicked.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, basically this is where it all starts getting fucking weird. This is where the facts start getting kind of muddled up, and it starts becoming a lot of rumor, and you don't know what's true and what's not true. Because she was a fucking shut-in, and you only have like basically eyewitness testimony, and it's just a big fucking fuck fest. Okay, so we'll start this out, and basically we'll start out by pre-1906 leading up to 1906. 1906 is an important year because that's when the big earthquake happened. So basically, she started having these guys build pretty much around the clock. She was already getting kind of old because I think, when did she died in 1922? Yeah. So by the time 1906 came along, she was already like in her 60s or something like that.
Yeah.
So it was like, quick math. I might be wrong. But
she was 13.
But so she was already kind of old, and she was already like kind of well through her life as this weird reclusive lady. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, but starting from the beginning when she first arrives to San Jose, she starts building on top of this fucking house, right? Not even joking. She's building houses on top of the house. Well, not on top of it, but you know what I mean. Like, she's building outwards, and she's building up too. She was building these weird rooms, like multicolored, multicultural rooms. There was a lot of like weird decorations from like rare, expensive decorations. I mean, she had five.
All over the world.
Yeah, she had one really weird, fucked up house, but the thing, and But we'll get into the theories later. I don't want to get into theories yet. I just want to tell the story. So basically, she's kind of building out, but she's mostly building up. She had a whole bunch of towers, dead ass 7 floors. 7 floors up. Yeah. 7 floors. These massive towers. And apparently, Sarah Winchester there, she used to just randomly kind of sleep in random rooms and shit. And she actually had like a bell system, like an innovative bell system to alert where the fuck she was.
Yeah.
When she
I saw something too where she had pipes running through the home.
Yeah, so she could communicate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She slept in a different room every night so the ghost couldn't find her.
Yeah, that's the rumor. That's where it gets kind of weird. You never know if she was just trying to get away from people. And there was a lot of places like observation like areas, like balconies that were in the middle of open rooms so that she could from a lot of the testimonies from the people who had worked there, apparently they were saying that they were uncomfortable there sometimes, the people who worked there, because they felt like she and they knew it sometimes that she was watching them. And they didn't know where she was, but they knew that she was watching. That's
fucking creepy, dude.
Because she knew how to traverse the house. Because she designed it. Yeah. She didn't have any architects. She had construction workers, and she said, "You guys are going to build this today," and that never stopped for 38 straight years. They kept building. And
the one thing I listened to, that they praised her for her architectural style.
Yeah,
her the style she did was really good and like ahead of its time or something.
Yeah, in terms of aesthetics.
Yeah.
Aesthetics alone. Design-wise, no.
Yeah.
Design-wise, it was stupid.
It was a mess.
But aesthetically, her aesthetics were incredibly ahead of their time. Now, about and basically, she was definitely into spiritualism because she had a bunch of 13 shit all over her house, like things numbered in 13s.
Yeah.
So she was very clearly into that, like, kind of weird occultism, like, bullshit, you know, and she was, and in my personal opinion, she was a bit fucked up in the head. We'll get into that, too. I'm just kind of getting through this. She only had a select few, like, loyal personnel that worked for her. A lot of people quit. Yeah. A lot of people quit because, like, the place would drive them insane.
Yeah.
But she did have a select few workers that were pretty much dedicated to her. And that's nice, I guess. But they basically got used to her weird shit.
Yeah.
And but here's how we know that she was really into spiritualism, because this is one of the facts from what I know. She actually, deadass, had a fucking seance room. She really had a seance room built for seances. And well, obviously, it's a seance room. But so I guess like every night at 12 a.m., she would hold a seance and try to talk to her dead husband and her dead child. And this is another rumor, but apparently one of the workers there had heard a baby crying and her talking to herself, but they heard a baby crying in that room. I don't know. At that point, Sarah Winchester was already kind of a weirdo, recluse. And you know what? Honestly, I think when you're in that kind of environment in a big, creepy mansion and you're living with Sarah Winchester in her big, creepy maze house with a bunch of weird shit with staircases leading up to the ceilings and random windows inside the house, I think you think anything could be a ghost. I think you can trick your. It's kind of like how people go into ghost houses automatically assuming that there's a ghost without scientifically thinking about it, and then they assume everything they hear is a ghost.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of has to do with it. Like all these testimonies are kind of like her, but there's a couple facts we know is that she was always wearing like a morning gown, like a funeral gown all the time. So she was clearly mourning all the time. She was a bit of a local attraction, and to the point where
she's like the freak show.
Yeah, and apparently she had a giant hedge built around her property, so that people would stop spying on her. And that's not even a weird thing. I think if you're, yeah. So that being said, that leads up to 1906, where there's a massive earthquake, I think, on that side of the country. And when that had happened, basically all those towers that I told you about, they fell.
Yeah.
And actually, Sarah Winchester got trapped in her house because she was sleeping.
Yeah, she was in her bed.
Well, one of her bedrooms.
Yeah, one of her bedrooms.
And she got trapped. And when she got fucking trapped, nobody found her for hours. And apparently they finally got her. And for a while, she actually lived away from the house. I don't know if you know this.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
no.
She lived away from the house for a little while.
Really?
But she still continued construction.
Oh yeah,
she kept going.
That had to be done.
And this is what leads on to me thinking that it wasn't just her being bored. Because if she was just bored and she lived off the house for a little bit, I think she would have stopped building for that short amount of time.
Yeah,
but
I see what you're saying.
Because if it was her wanting to direct it, she would have been there, living there, and doing it.
Yeah.
So, but I'll go on and talk about that later. So she lived in like a boathouse. I don't remember where exactly, but she still continued construction. She lived off the fucking house for a little bit. Eventually she returned, and when she returned, she was kind of fucked up. I guess. Well, she was getting old though. So because this is post 1906, so she's in her 70s now. And basically things continued as usual. She was still being weird the way that she had always been. She was just getting older. I'm trying to remember if there's any prevalent things that happened while she was in that later part of the house. Things just kind of continued as is. Construction continued when she came back and when she left. Apparently she went on vacation sometimes too. But buildings still could... Oh, well, actually, people say that the construction workers actually took off while she took vacation.
They're like, fuck this.
Oh, yeah. So,
we going to the whorehouse.
Yeah. Well, fucking... Anyway, in 1922, she died of a heart attack. She was found in one of her bedrooms dead. And that's kind of the end of Sarah Winchester's history. Now, more goes on here. There's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of rumor. So, basically, the big to-do, the big Hollywood, the big Zach Bagans Ghost Adventure opinion.
Zach Bagans,
I was touched by a ghost, and now I'm out to hunt for ghosts. Now, the big fucking ghost opinion is that it's haunted and that she was chased by ghosts. Basically, it was like she was the big opinion, the cool opinion, the creepy opinion is that she was running from ghosts every day, and that the house was haunted, full of ghosts every day. Spirits everywhere, in every room. Evil ghosts could lurk around any corner. Literally, I'm not even joking. She was holding seances, and you could hear the babies crying and the husband talking. Oh,
get over here, woman.
Bullshit. I think it's all bullshit. Yeah, I don't even think that house is fucking haunted, dude. But it is a creepy house though. If you've seen some of the tours inside, the reason it's creepy is not because it's scary. It's creepy because it goes against your conventions. It's like looking at something that isn't scary, but it's not normal.
Yeah.
When you look, like you know how they say, like, if you were to see an alien in person, they theorize that some people just wouldn't be able to comprehend it and would just fall apart mentally because they would not be able to comprehend it. Yeah. It's not that it would be scary; it's that you don't understand it.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's the kind of the case with this Winchester house. It's hard to understand. There's a lot of weird shit that just goes against your conventions. Doors that lead to nowhere, windows that point inside, balconies on the inside, rooms inside of rooms. Yeah. Small doors that normal people can't fit inside of. Why do they? I think they were even too small for her. She was small. She was only 4'10". Yeah. But I think they were even too small for her. Yep. That led to nowhere. Like people, like when she died, her family thought that maybe she was hiding money.
Yeah. They thought she was hiding all kinds of shit.
But she wasn't.
No.
These rooms led to nowhere. They didn't. It was like this house is a giant shit post.
What a perfect way to fucking sum that up.
Yeah.
You're right.
It makes. Right. There's no purpose to any of it. It was just dumb. So it's
Gotti.
Like, but that's what's so creepy about it is that, like, if you take these tours. If you look at the inside of this house and the scale of this house, looking at it from above is fucked up. It looks like
yeah. When you look at
it almost looks like a house, like a resort. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When you look at the house from the front, it doesn't look that.
No.
But once you see
huge.
the aerial,
it's
ridiculous.
Fucking huge. I'm looking at it from above right now. It looks like a small town.
Yeah.
And it's like, but they were all connected. They all kind of like branched out. And there's some places that were unfinished because she died and she couldn't direct it anymore. But that's what's so creepy about it. It's like all this weird shit, and it's like, why does this staircase lead to the fucking ceiling? Yeah. Why are the stairs so big on this one and small over here?
The inside of it reminds me. I don't know what the hell it's called, but that painting of like the staircases.
Yeah.
Staircases just.
Oh, they're upside down.
Upside down.
Except for it's personified, and it makes it weird and creepy.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like looking at something you just don't understand. Anyway, Jake was about to fart. He may. Oh, there it is. There it is. And a lot of the people who work at this place, because it's a tourist attraction now. It's a tourist attraction. It's been a tourist attraction since the like 40s or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
And
it's an actual historical site now.
Yeah. And they have people who do like tours there, and on Halloween I think they do a flashlight tour.
Yeah. So it's a big business.
Yeah.
Now.
Some of the house. You can't see all of it.
Yeah,
well, most of it. You can see like 99% of it. Like out of the 200 rooms, I think you can see 140 of the rooms.
That's ridiculous.
Because
did you see where they had just found another room there?
They found another room. They found
it was last year.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude! Last fucking year.
Last year, they were doing some kind of renovations, and they found a whole room up in the attic just full of shit.
Wow.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah,
that's so fucking creepy.
They said that they thought it looked like it had been boarded up since back when the earthquake happened.
Well, it wouldn't be that it got boarded up. It's that it may have gotten sealed up for safety reasons. Oh, yeah. Like Winchester, what Sarah Winchester did after those towers fell, she started building outwards.
Yeah.
Because she started building outwards instead of up. Because why would you keep building up if there's earthquakes? It's dumb. Yeah. It'd be a dumb idea.
I forget it had like a couch in it and a fucking small organ and a stove and a bunch of other little shit.
What I think is probably maybe something got damaged or something was nearby that was damaged, and she found the room to be inconsequential and she had it sealed up. Because there's a lot of rooms that she sealed up after the earthquake because they were dangerous to go in. She actually had the construction workers seal them up.
Is there any records of like workers dying there or anything?
They say that they find.
I didn't come across.
People say that they see the ghost of the wheelbarrow man, which is actually he apparently looks like one of the people in there's a photo of some of the workers, I guess. I don't know what the photo looks like, but
really, there ain't no fucking records at all about the place. There's not even.
Well, because a lot of it got destroyed, right?
And isn't there only like a couple known pictures of herself?
Yeah.
I only found one.
Yeah.
After she had moved.
Well,
after the mansion had started, there's only one.
Yeah. Was she hot?
No.
No?
Well, because she was already kind of old by that point.
Oh,
she was in her
really?
middle ages.
Well, a chick can be hot in her middle ages. Come on, dude. I'm fucking middle aged, dude.
Yeah, in 2018, dude.
Oh, yeah.
This was fucking like middle ages back in the 1800s.
She's lucky
like,
she made it that
yeah,
fucking far.
Here, I'll look at her. I'll look her up real quick. I want to see her face.
You're better off.
I don't.
You're probably better off looking for Sarah Winchester and then Helen Mirren after it because they used.
Is it this one? Oh, there's a picture.
Yeah, there's this one because they used this to make this picture for the movie.
Oh yeah.
I hate when they make fucking movies off of something like this.
Yeah, she was clearly middle aged there. It's not like she's not like you could see like because of the age of the photo. Yeah. Because back then, but you could see in her face like it's not that she was ugly per se. It was just she's old. She's getting old.
Yeah.
It's whatever. Point is that they started building out. A lot of shit actually got sealed up. There's blood all over my fucking fingers. I opened up a bunch of my fucking like scabs.
Dude, you're gonna get poison all over my crib.
What are you talking about?
It's poison, right?
That's not how that works.
I don't care. I don't want your AIDS.
Dude, poison ivy doesn't spread.
Okay.
From the wound. That's a big myth.
Okay.
You realize that, right?
It spreads from the oil.
Yeah, but the oil's from the plants. You don't get oil from the wounds.
Yeah, but the oil's on your skin.
No, it doesn't. No, it's
That's
gone.
what the poison is.
Yeah, but once it seeps into your skin and like after it's there, you can't spread anymore. It's
all right. We're not talking about fucking poison.
No, I'm talking about it right now because because I need to prove you wrong. Okay? Because
why do you got to do that?
Because you're wrong.
Oh my god.
You're wrong. Because I looked this up. Didn't want to spread it all over my body by scratching it, so I looked it up. Dude, after you wash yourself a couple times, the oil's fucking gone. Days. And it's been weeks, man. There's no more oil. You can't spread poison ivy by scratching. That's the biggest myth on earth. You can't fucking scratch your leg and then scratch your fucking nuts and then you got fucking poison ivy on your fucking balls.
Okay, so how does it happen then?
Because it doesn't spread. It doesn't spread. The only time it spreads is if you have it and then if you haven't washed yourself. If you got hit by poison ivy and you're getting
on you if you haven't washed.
Yeah, and then you scratch somewhere else. But if you've washed, especially if you've washed really good, there's no more oil on you.
Yeah, I don't believe
and you
that.
you can't spread it anymore. Are you kidding me?
No, I don't believe
Dude, I've been scratching all over my body after scratching my legs. I haven't gotten poison ivy
that.
anywhere else.
I don't believe it.
Okay, whatever, dude. Believe whatever you fuck you want. You probably believe that dogma's good or something. Anyway,
I do.
Yeah, well, there you go. You believe in more myths. So,
believe in that.
So anyway, where did I leave off? Anyway, she wasn't even that ugly. she was just like a middle-aged woman at that point. So, fucking yeah. So the house is really weird. It's really creepy. It's weird to look at, and I don't know. It got really fucking out. It's like a couple acres big, from what I understand. Like even looking at it from above, it doesn't even look as big as you think it is. I'm sure trying to traverse this house is very confusing. And from what I understand, a lot of servants actually quit. Other than the loyal ones, actually quit because they were like, well, I have no fucking clue where I'm going. And, it's a tourist attraction now, and it's a historical site. And fucking, apparently a couple of the people who have worked there actually have some testimony of, like, seeing weird shit, and hearing weird shit.
People that their jobs depend on that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Sally. Discovery Channel. They're coming to do a fucking show on this place. We haven't been doing good business this year. Can you
we'll give you a free ham.
Tell them you saw a fucking ghost. Bullshit.
We'll give you a free ham.
The one that stood out to me though, the ghost story that stood out to me though, is that this one chick said that she was doing something on one of the roof areas. By roof area, there's a lot of roof areas. It's kind of a weird fucking house. So she was on the roof, must have been like cleaning or something like that, or taking a break. I don't know.
There's a lot, weird look there. There's a lot of spots where it's just like flat.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the house, like it's like peaked roof, but then there's a flat area there. So you have to go out and probably like clean leaves.
Sweep off the roof.
Yeah.
Probably have to clean fucking. Maybe not snow. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. All I know is that this lady had, apparently she slipped and she actually almost fell off the roof. And she was actually kind of like holding on. Not by like she was trying to get herself up. And apparently she said that she heard someone say, "Are you okay?"
Oh yeah, I heard that.
And that she actually felt a disembodied hand pick her up and actually help her up.
Help her up, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how much I believe that though. So, I don't even think the place is haunted. Zach Bagans and his Ghost Adventure crew did a fucking little thing there. They went there twice. They tried opening a fucking portal from fucking... Yeah, that sounds fucking retarded, doesn't it? Anyway, they tried opening a portal from fucking Winchester House from Bobby Mackey's to see if they could transfer the demons there, to see if they could get any activity.
How'd that go?
Bullshit. It's stupid. And when they came back the second time, they were sad about it. They were like, yeah, we're sorry we did that.
Why just demons? From what
because Bobby Mackey's is overrun by demons. We'll do an episode about that one day.
From what I had read, Sarah didn't think that every ghost there was even bad.
It was both. It was supposed to be both. The big house was supposed to confuse the evil ghosts looking for her, and it was supposed to house the good ghosts.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, she had a fucking plan.
Not really. The bitch woke up.
That was sarcasm.
She just woke up and said, "We're gonna build some shit today."
I mean, the thing that is stupid to me is, all right, I'm gonna build this super complex labyrinth of a house so the bad ghosts can't find me, even though they can walk right through the fucking wall.
Yeah, that's fucking dumb. It's dumb. That's not how it works. Fucking Sarah Winchester, you batshit crazy idiot.
Wow, you just pissed.
Now I'm gonna get chill. She's gonna fucking come out for me. Anyway, yeah, so Ghost Adventures, they did some stupid shit there. Zach Bagans is an idiot. I don't like Ghost Adventures for the most part.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I only like... It's funny because they actually have some of the most convincing evidence. Well, not most. I mean, they have...
Did Taps ever go there?
No.
No?
Taps is a good show, by the way.
I liked it when it first started.
It was less about ghost hunting and more about the ghost hunters.
I liked it when it first started. I thought whatever.
Whatever. Point is, though, that even though I like Ghost Adventures because they have two pieces of evidence that are pretty big deal.
Yeah.
One of Zach Bagans' first cases that he did, they actually caught a video of a flying brick, and they had a video analyst analyze it, and it actually, the guy determined that it wasn't mechanically done. It wasn't video edited. He said whatever happened. Huh. So, and then there was another one that Zach Bagans and his little crew there fucking caught. They actually caught like a weird purple apparition forming slowly into almost half of a person.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I think that made news. And they were on like Fox or CNN or something like that. It was pretty.
That was fake then.
Huh?
It's fake then.
Fake news. True. But it's like so those are two big things. Other than that, almost everything they do is dumb. I think EVPs are dumb. I think like the whole like blah, 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 blah. You hear that? He said fuck you, Nick. Nick, he said fuck you, Nick. John, he just said he fucked your wife. Like what? Nick, I think it's kind of weird that we had a fight in the ghost van just 30 minutes ago, and this ghost is saying weird shit. I think Zach Bagan's just fucking with this.
I'm kind of on the fence with all that shit.
I'm not even on the fence. I think it's genuinely bullshit.
I generally, I do believe there are instances out there where things are possible. And I don't think this home is one of them.
No, I don't think anything's there.
But I don't think so either.
There's one weird video. Let me bring it up. Is your phone connected? Is your phone connected to the thing? Is your audio?
Yeah.
Look up Winchester House real quick. There's a video. There's a fucking video of apparently like a lady going crazy. I haven't seen it, so I don't know how real this is.
Explain.
What?
Explain. I think I know what you're talking
about. It's like a minute long clip of some lady like going crazy in front of the Winchester House.
The cops?
Yeah.
It ain't real.
It ain't real?
No, I've seen it because I was gonna send it to you. I watched it to the end. I was like, oh fuck that, it's fake.
Oh well, we'll play it anyway. Hold on, okay, don't play it.
No, what am I searching?
Look up a Winchester House crazy lady.
Winchester. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this home is one of them, but I do think there are. I do think there's weird shit, man. I don't think this is one of them.
Police footage of crazy woman at Winchester Mystery House.
140 on location, 525 South Winchester Boulevard.
Copy 140.
Ma'am, are you okay?
They're here.
This is fake. The audio's too good. The audio is
140,
You're right,
1142.
The audio's too good.
525 South
This
Winchester
is fake.
Boulevard.
It's 100% fake.
Cul-de-sac at the Winchester
This
House.
is fake.
Received request for ambulance.
Yeah, she looks pretty
525 South
freaky.
Winchester Boulevard.
Ma'am, who's
She
here?
comes up to she floats to the fucking camera. Yeah, it's fake. It's fake. It's fake, guys. It's fake. Don't even play the rest of it. It's fucking fake.
Wait, I want to
Get
see
you
her
a
float
blanket,
to the
okay?
fucking camera.
Stay put, and I'll be back with you in just a moment. All right?
All available units, 459 in progress, 237 Bentley Avenue.
Yeah, is this gonna? Am I gonna be able to sleep after watching these? Oh my god!
Are you fucking kidding
that
me?
That was fake as fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say you didn't actually get scared, did you?
I think I
She
just.
doesn't float to the car. She's
Yeah.
standing there and then.
I think I just fucking pissed myself.
Are you for real?
I don't like shit like
Are
that.
you fucking
dude.
kidding me, man?
I know.
Dude, even you realize that I'm a humongous pussy when it comes to scary shit too. I'm like bad. I'm really bad. And if that creeped you out, I'm sorry. There's no redemption. What are you looking at?
I'm looking at the fucking dog.
Oh, I thought you were looking at the nun.
He's
I thought you were looking at the creepy nun that stands in your corners sometimes.
He's scared now too.
Oh well, I thought you were talking about looking at that creepy nun that stands in your corner, dude.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
The one that follows you when you walk the dog.
Phallic. I don't know how to say her actually.
Yeah, I don't think this house is one of them. Dude.
Nah, I don't think it's haunted, dude.
Dude,
well, here's the thing.
Listen,
I talked to one of my friends about this one time. I was talking about ghosts, and I think, dude, 99% of the evidence is fake. Or not fake. It could be explained by some other means.
Yeah.
There are some cases where you could say, that's weird. There's no explanation.
Yeah.
But it's so few and far between.
Yep.
It's hard to capture. Let alone if it's something spiritual, no less. You think you're going to capture it on your fucking dinky little camera?
Yeah.
Fuck that. That's stupid.
Yeah.
No, it's not happening that way. I think there are some weird unexplained things.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, and you can't explain it. Whether it happened by some natural means that we can't explain, or if it really is ghosts, whatever. Yeah. Regardless, it's unexplained. But there's very few. I think most of it, if it's like, rah, 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 that's because your cameramen were probably whispering to each other, yeah, dude, I fucking farted. Anyway, yeah, good. I don't think the Winchester House is fucking haunted. But that's besides the point. Whatever. I don't. This place, people say that they've seen shit and they've seen shit in the windows, and the people who work there are like, oh yeah, I see weird things all the time. It's like,
yeah,
and there's some creepy parts of the house. It's made up weird, and it's weird to walk around. I'd like to explore it one day without dying inside of it because I'd get lost.
Well, yeah, you probably would get lost.
I can't find my way out.
Yeah. I'd like to explore it. I would really like to explore it by myself though. It's one of those places that like if I could do like a Ghost Adventures lockdown,
yeah,
I would love to do that and actually walk around and check it out.
It's big enough that you should be able to just use a GPS to fucking find your way around.
I mean, it is a couple acres fucking big. You know?
Yeah, that's pretty big, man.
Yeah. So, I don't know. That'd be cool to explore, and then have like a rescue team come get me out because I can't find my way out. So,
they gotta find you first.
Extract you.
But that's about it. Like the whole story of Sarah Winchester, I thought it was going to be more detailed. There's not much.
There's not a lot of concrete.
Well, even the shit that is concrete isn't really there. It's just Sarah Winchester, her husband and her kid died, became really mourning, saw a medium, got fucked up, went to San Jose, built this fucked up house. And she woke up every day for 38 years and pretty much told them to do this, this, and this. And, like, literally, that's the fucking story. I just told you the full story of the Winchester Mystery House. So it's hard to have a lengthy conversation, but there's more to this in terms of my opinions of this. So so we're going to go on and talk about, like, what like, happened? What was the deal with the Winchester Mystery House? My opinion of the deal of it is that it starts all the way back when fucking... Shortly after Sarah Winchester's husband died, and she went and seen the medium was a female, I believe. When she seen the medium, I think the medium knew that she was Sarah Winchester. Obviously, I'm sure that she probably told everybody, "Ah, it is me, Sarah Winchester. I make guns." It's like, and I'm sure the person was like, many people have died at the hands of your guns. Your family is cursed. It's like, oh, fuck. And I think it got Sarah Winchester fucked up. I told you about this last night. I think that Sarah Winchester was suffering from depression.
Yeah.
And I think she was suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder.
Oh, big time.
Because she lost a kid and she lost
She
a
lost
husband.
everything. She lost...
And she was also a woman, and let's be real, I don't mean to sound sexist, but she was a woman back in the 1800s. It's not like she was a hardened socialite. She was already a recluse before her husband died. She was already a bit of a shut-in. So she clearly wasn't emotionally strong, in my opinion. So I think that leads into her being very emotionally vulnerable. And then she goes and sees pretty much the last person she should have seen. She's seen a shyster and a con man.
Yeah.
And that person told her the things that she probably wanted to hear, but shouldn't have heard.
Yeah.
And that was basically, your husband and kid, they want to make contact with you. There's ghosts. You gotta go out west and do something crazy. But and that's the thing. She was so fucked up.
But all she needed was probably some good dick.
Oh my fucking god!
What was that? Oh, was that too much, dude?
You're right.
Little love and never hurt anyone.
I don't know.
Dude, that's what I don't know.
Anyway. By the way, never mind.
Okay.
I was gonna. I forgot the disease that her daughter died from. I don't remember though. Anyway, so I think after she heard that, she went off the fucking deep end, like officially.
Yeah.
She heard the fucked up wrong thing. She's fucked up in the head. She's getting told that she's being chased by evil ghosts because of the guns that her husband used to make. And she was like, oh, fuck, I'm fucked. And I have a lot of money. And I need to go out west. And she did. Went out fucking west. And I think she genuinely fucking believed this guy. I think, or girl, rather. And I think she was like, fuck this. I'm fucking building this house so that the ghosts can't find me. Because I remember I was telling you last night, I knew a person whose mom, after their son had gotten in an accident, she went fucking insane pretty much the same fucking way, dude.
Yeah.
The same exact way. She started believing shit that was off the fucking wall. It's like, I don't know. I think Sarah Winchester was just seriously misguided. She went to fucking San Jose. She's fucked up, thinks fucking ghosts are fucking chasing her. And she thinks if she stops construction, and this is what I think that she thinks that if she stops construction, she's gonna die, and if she keeps building, she's gonna be immortal. I think she's also afraid of death. I think she's afraid of death because her husband and kid died. Yeah, and I think she didn't want to die. Because that's what the medium said. The medium said she's
probably afraid the souls were gonna drag her to hell.
Well, the medium said that if she kept building, she would never die. She said she'd be immortal.
Well, in one sense of it, she was right because we're still here fucking talking about it.
Yeah.
That don't count. But and that's right. I think bitch, he's still dead. But I'm alive. You're dead. What you doing? But I think that if she genuinely believed that if she stopped building, she would die, and I think the only time that the building stopped was when she had gone on vacation for like a couple months, and that's when the building stopped.
Yeah.
But that's it. When she was active, and even when she was living in that goddamn boat house, she was having these guys build rooms.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dude, if she was really, I don't know.
Did you read about how supposedly there's rooms with like nails half hammered in?
Wait, what?
Did you read about how there's supposedly rooms with like nails just half hammered in because the construction workers just stopped like that?
Oh yeah, because as soon as they found out that, because they were like, "Fuck this, we're not getting paid, we're done." That's what I'd do if I was at work and somebody was like, we're not paying you anymore. I'd be like, well, I'm going home. Yeah. So
I'm out. Take a couple extra things off the shelf too.
It's like, so like, I think that's kind of funny half. They're so, Mrs. Winchester's dead. Time to go the fuck home. Wow.
Well, I mean, no matter how much they were getting paid, that had to have been a shit fucking job.
Because they worked around the clock. You realize they worked around the clock, right? They never stopped for 38 years.
And besides that, they were construction workers that were being forced to build shit that are like, this isn't fucking right, man. This is not how you fucking build.
You're right. And she was a bit, I gotta give it to her. Apparently she was a bit of a hard ass in that decision.
Yeah.
And if you didn't listen to her, if she said build fucking stairs to the ceiling or some shit, and you didn't do it, you were fucking fired.
Yeah, I can kind of relate to that. In the early 2000s, I was doing a lot of subcontracting work, painting, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I hooked up with someone who hooked me up with a hotel, actually a big hotel, not like a resort type deal.
Yeah.
Up in the Poconos. And the guy who ran it at the time, who owned it, he was actually an adoptive child. He was adopted. And his adoptive parents were Ireland Coffee. Apparently it was big way back in the day, Ireland Coffee. So, and he got like a buttload of money when they died. And so he had this fucking hotel up there. And dude, I got jobs out of that place for like 2 or 3 years. And I was literally painting like 1 month I would paint like 20 fucking rooms. Okay? And then like 2 months later, I was painting those 20 rooms something different.
That's
like, dude, he would come up with these half-assed, I don't know, maybe it was too much money that he had or whatever, but like we would build shit for that fucking place, and then like fucking a couple months later, we'd be tearing it down or building over it. I mean, so it's kind of like on the same thing there. It was like a never, and the place was cool as fuck, but he just kept changing it. Now, I don't know if you have to do that because that's the business, but I mean, it was kind of weird. He was a weird fucking dude, man. And him and his wife actually lived in the fucking hotel. We used to call it the West Wing. They had one whole side of the hotel where we busted walls out and made all these rooms one giant like house within the hotel. It was pretty fucking weird.
That's pretty Winchester-y.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. It was fucking weird. And there's a lot of weird stories about that fucking place too, because it was so fucking old.
Stories like ghost stories.
Yeah.
Well, actually, hold on to that.
Yeah.
Seriously, hold on to that. I actually kind of want to talk about that at the end because I'm a freak about ghost
stories.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that at the end. But let me get through this real quick. But basically, I think that she was. I think that she had PTSD. I think she was depressed, and I think she was a little bit fucked up.
Yeah.
I think she was fucked up. I think a screw was loose after her husband died, and I think she genuinely believed that if she stopped building, she was gonna get killed.
Yeah.
And I can see where that's coming from, and that's what I think. That's personally what I think did indeed happen. I don't think any actual spirits were after her. I think she could have fucking did whatever the fuck she wanted. But instead she followed the advice of this medium, which at the time were regarded with praise. Like they weren't fucking con men. They were like, oh, look at these people that can peer into your future.
Yeah.
Which it's not the case. But back then, especially Sarah Winchester, who clearly believed in spiritual shit with all the 13 shit all over her house. And a lot of the other like decorations she had in her house pointed towards she was into the occult kind of stuff.
Wow.
And I don't know. That's what I think. Now, I listened to that 13 O'Clock podcast, and they think it's the other way around. They personally think Sarah Winchester was very rich, very bored, and they think that she was an innovator, Sarah Winchester. She had a lot of stuff in her house that were just prototypes or brand new to the market. She even had shit that she didn't patent per se, but were original to, like Sarah Winchester. She wasn't a dummy. Yeah. She actually had inventions that she made for her house, like cool little things that she made for convenience sake.
She had all
that bell system she didn't make. She didn't make that.
She had all the fucking time in the world.
No, but she had something
money.
else. She had something else that I don't think there was a patent for it, but she made it. It was like an invention. I don't remember what it was though. But that's besides the point. But she had a bunch of things in her house that were innovative at the time, which was that bell system. The bell system and those communicators, those little like things that you can talk into.
Yeah.
That was not like a widespread thing.
And she had indoor plumbing too.
Like she was one of the not the first, but you know what I mean. She was one of the first to have electricity in her house. Not the first, but you get what I mean. She was among the first people to be like before anybody else did. The common people.
Did you see the giant coal stove she had?
Yeah, she had a giant coal stove because she had arthritis.
Yeah, she had fireplace.
And she had it running all day and all night, all the time. Oh, okay. Hold on, guys. We're going to have to pause real quick because Tony's coming in. So we're going to pause and we'll be right back. Run ad right here.
Yeah, we're back!
Hold on.
Alright, there goes everybody's ears.
Yeah, we're back!
Fucking headphone warning.
Wow.
It's too late now. Anyway,
Gucci Gang.
I was listening to whatever.
Gucci Gang.
I was listening to whatever the fuck their name is, 13 O'Clock Podcast. You know, they suck, whatever. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding. They were actually really cool.
Yeah. She swore a lot.
Yeah, she's just like me. But,
Oh, you're in love.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I think she sounded like she was probably in her, like, late 20s, 30s or so.
Wow, she's fucking old.
Too old for me, clearly. Unless you have a certain name that starts with an S and you're in your 60s. Yeah, you know. Yeah, you know.
Oh, God. Shut up, dude.
Anyway.
All right. Back to Sarah fucking crackhead Winchester.
Yeah, well, no, I'm talking about the 13 O'Clock Podcast. Bro.
Oh, yeah, 13.
The fuck, man. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. Restart the podcast.
Good game.
So, fuck, okay. So.
Despacito.
Well, anyway. Oh, no.
I don't even know what the fuck that is. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, so they said they had a very logical opinion. They said that Sarah Winchester, she was really rich, really bored, and she was an innovator. She had all these weird things in her house that were like way past her time, or not past her time, way ahead of their time. And she had a lot of styles all over the house. So what they think is that she had no architect experience. And basically what she did, she just wanted to keep making rooms and then keep making new styles for the rooms because she had the fucking money to. And she was bored and she was old. She didn't have a husband and she wasn't interested in remarrying. So she just took up her time.
She's stupid.
So she just took up her time.
All that money, she should have been out there fucking, man, like a minx.
Wow. Jesus Christ. Speaking of things that start with an M, you know minks and fishers?
Oh, yeah, minks. Yeah.
Yeah. So, so I was fishing today. Just a quick story for you guys. I was fishing today, and that little like a cove spot I went to.
Yeah.
Dude, I think that the animals are starting to get used to me because the little the birds there, the birds there are starting to get real close to me.
That's because they're gonna fucking eat you, bro.
And there was it was either a fisher or a mink.
Hey, did you see the eagles yet? Oh, there's eagles up there, dude.
Cool.
Yeah, they're fucking wicked.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, they're wicked.
Well, anyway, yeah. So these little birds, they kind of like hop around on the ground, and they mostly stay on the ground until they have to like fly. Yeah. But they mostly kind of crawl around, and I'm always looking behind, like, what the fuck? These things are only like 10 feet behind me, like hanging out. And then, dude, dead ass, a fucking mink or a fisher, one of the two. But they're kind of like the same, but dead ass came like fucking 2 feet away from me.
Oh, he was gonna eat you.
And it was like kind of looking around, and then it kind of went in the bush.
Probably had rabies. It was gonna kill you.
I was ready to fuck. I actually had my box cutter in my hand. I was ready to fuck.
But no, seriously, keep your eyes up when you're up there. There's bald eagles up there.
Cool.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Yeah. Well, I was surprised this thing got so close to me and just acted like I wasn't fucking there, and then went in the goddamn bush.
Yeah. Well, one time, me and Grandmaster Rob actually seen one come down, hit the fucking water. It came down. It was.
Oh, an eagle. Yeah, because they're fisher fish.
Yeah, it came down, hit the water, and fucking took off.
Did you know that?
Fucking huge.
Do you know that
man.
bald eagles kind of sound like seagulls? You know they don't. You know that screeching sound.
Yeah.
You know that screeching sound.
Yeah.
That they use in for vultures in Western movies. You know those are red-tailed hawks, right? That's red-tailed hawks. They're like one of the only hawks that I'm aware of that make that noise.
That day we seen that is the same day I learned that fucking deer can swim. I didn't know fucking whitetail could swim.
So
we watched one swim right across the fucking it was a real narrow part of the fucking lake because we were at the beginning.
Here's the call of a bald eagle. It sounds like a seagull almost. Yeah. Wait, I gotta turn my fucking volume back on.
Yeah, it was pretty wicked. They're pretty cool to watch.
That's what they sound like.
Yeah. Oh wow.
That's a bald eagle. They sound like seagulls.
Yeah.
Now this is a red-tailed hawk. This is the sound effect they use in like westerns, Western movies that you think is like vultures or hawks and stuff.
Yeah.
They're not. This is a red-tailed hawk, which is our most common hawk in Pennsylvania.
Wow. For some reason I just got hard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Come on, get.
Yeah. I've heard that shit before.
Yeah. That's what they use in westerns for vultures. Yeah. Vultures don't have call at all.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Back to the crazy bitch.
Well, basically, those 13 o'clock guys, they had a very logical opinion. They just think that she was bored, and really, I found myself when I was done researching this, I found myself saying at the end, this isn't going to be a long podcast, at least not in terms of talking about her in the house.
Yeah.
Because once you really, you think this crazy house, you think that there's going to be a lot of details. You think that there's going to be all kinds of crazy. There's not.
Yeah.
It was literally, I can sum up the story in about fucking 10 seconds, man. Lady loses her fucking kid and husband. She goes crazy, talks to a medium. Medium tells her to go west and fucking start building the house to hide from ghosts.
Yeah.
Starts building the house, doesn't stop for 38 years, then dies.
Yeah.
Literally the story of Sarah Winchester and the Winchester Mystery House. I don't think there's any fucking ghosts there. I don't think anything weird happens there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I've never been there. Maybe there does. Maybe there is weird things. I've never been there. I just personally think that there's nothing weird about the house. There's no reason to. At least as far as I know, nobody's died on site or anything like that. It's just people have died who work there, who used to work there, who spent a lot of time working there, who apparently they see their ghosts. Like the wheelbarrow guy, apparently that was one of the construction workers. Yeah. But he didn't die on site. He just died on his own, and then I guess it must have took up a big part of his life or something, and now he's there.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly.
Fuck it, I'm gonna go back to where all the other ghosts are.
Yeah.
I've been building this damn house.
It might as well be my fucking house. But it's like, the story was surprisingly boring.
Yeah.
I was expecting to hear something crazy. And then this fucking Winchester Mystery House fucking movie that just came out really blows it out of proportion. Yeah. From what I understand, it is not as crazy as this movie makes it out to be. And in fact, I actually heard that the movie's kind of boring. Well, what are you going to do with a house that's, there's not much to it other than a reclusive lady thought she was being fucking chased by ghosts and made a crazy house because of it. Yeah, that sounds crazy, but like that's it. That's all that there was. It's not like it's not like she was secretly a serial killer and there was 38 bodies underneath. It's like there's nothing crazy there. There's nothing crazy about it.
Yeah.
So like I just found myself, I thought that it was going to be a cool subject, and I was kind of upset. Just a little bit.
Don't worry. One day we're gonna hit one that
ghost story that I'm like,
we're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's my problem with ghost stories, man. If it's popular, it almost seems like it's not worth talking about.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? In fact, there's one ghost story that I actually think is real that nobody's heard of. It has to do with like a monk who died back ages ago, like Middle Ages, and he apparently some weird shit's happened in this place. I don't remember the details. I listened to it a really long time ago, but it was actually a very compelling story. But nobody's fucking heard about this shit. Yeah. Nobody's fucking heard about it. It's not a popular ghost story, but lo and behold, it's probably one of the better ones.
Yeah.
It's like people want
listen,
the itty gritty and the mysterious.
If you're selling a ticket for a tour, that's mad suspect.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just like I think just ghost stories in general, they're just generally shams. Like, it's almost always blown out of proportion. Enfield was blown out of proportion.
Oh, big time.
Amityville was a big fucking fake.
That was a scam.
I know one of my friends really wants me to talk about Amityville, and I don't mind talking about it, but my problem is that I'm gonna harsh on Amityville because it's almost all of it's fake. And it's just, I want to talk about real shit, but it's hard to find real shit when most of it can be disproved, or it's not as cool as you thought it was going to be, like this, where once you look into it, you could be like, how do we know any of this ghost shit's even fucking real? Yeah. This lady, Sarah Winchester was a fucking recluse. The only people who saw her were a couple of her fucking house staff.
Yeah.
And even then, she was pretty much by herself almost all the time.
Yeah, so and it makes you wonder, too, with all that money.
So rumors just circulate.
Especially back then with all that money, she had a good doctor. Especially after the shit she went through. Yeah. And,
she did live until her 80s and early 1900s.
And what type of medications did they prescribe back then? Cocaine, opium. I mean, I'm not saying that she was a fucking dopehead or anything, but back then
she may have been on something
they were the cure-alls.
Altered her perception.
They were the cure-alls for everything. Here, you got depression? Have some fucking opium, baby.
Yeah, which would have just made things worse.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. This story was just kind of. It wasn't hard to talk about.
Yeah.
It's just like. Once you really think about it, it's not interesting, man. It's not. There's no standout about this story.
It's just a fucked up house.
It's just a fucked up house. You're right. It's just a fucked up house built by a lady who didn't really know anything about architect.
And all she needed was some real good, hard, powerful
breakfast. I guess we were on a different track there, man. Sorry.
Or maybe she just needed a nice, silky, wet, drippy puss.
Friend to hold her and tell her it'll be okay. Yeah. Keep building, baby.
Hold her like a fucking bowling ball.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's fucked up. Oh my god.
Dude, honestly, guys, sorry, but that's just about everything about fucking Winchester, dude. Winchester was not that interesting. If you guys look into it, you're
it's
the house is interesting. Yeah. Everything around it is not interesting at all. Yeah. The only interesting thing about the Winchester Mystery House is the Winchester Mystery House.
Yeah, pretty much. But
it's
people will probably tear us apart for that. But.
Fuck you, dude. Tear me apart then. You look into it.
Actually, the four people that listen. Yeah. Like, these guys are
fucking tear me apart.
Hey,
comment about how big of an asshole I am. Go and look up the Winchester Mystery House yourself. It's dumb.
Hey, I want to know why our last episode, our 4 fans listened to it 117 times.
Yeah. What the fuck, guys? I'm glad that you like listening to my voice, I guess.
What is it?
It's up to 123 now.
Whoa, 123.
That's our quickest growing episode now.
That's the biggest now.
One week. It took 1 week for 100-something listens like that. That's fucking crazy. So keep listening,
dude,
guys.
If
that becomes consistent, guys, we'll think about a Patreon, but I don't know what to make tiers for.
Well, we'll have this is our 11th episode. Episode 11, and we have almost 1,000 views or 1,000 listens.
Yo, when we get to episode 666, what are we gonna do?
Oh man, I don't know. Have a sacrifice on air.
Cool.
We better figure it out.
We'll call up.
What should we do for episode 13?
We'll call up Podesta and Malak, and we'll fucking chop a baby's head off.
What should we do for episode 13?
Oh wow! I didn't even think of this shit. You're thinking way ahead here.
Oh yeah, it's in 2 episodes.
Your episode.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I'll do something about Satanism.
That's cool.
No, yeah, maybe I'll do it. Yeah,
that's cool, man.
Well, guys, that's about everything about Winchester.
I was actually
tell me about that fucking. We're in post. We're in post fucking podcast now, guys. We're talking about anything now. Tell me about that fucking place you worked on.
This is what you would get on Patreon if we had a Patreon.
Yeah, no. You don't get a shit. You get to join my shit.
You get dick pics from Jimmy.
Well, I was saying, like, I was talking to Hammer, and I was saying, you know, we can make a Discord, and you guys can personally interact with me while I shit post. That's it.
That's awesome.
That's it.
Wait, you want to know about that place?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me about some of the stories.
I'll give you a little history. For anyone who wants to research it, I don't know. You might be able to find some freaky shit about it. There's a place in the Pocono Mountains, Pennsylvania. It was called Pocono Manor. I'm not sure if it's called Pocono Manor today. I'm pretty sure Kalahari.
Yeah, Kalahari.
Kalahari bought it out. But from like yeah, from like I would say like 2001 to 2004, I got a lot of work out of there being a subcontractor. Sometimes the jobs were pretty big, sometimes they were small.
So you could have worked on one of the walls of this place that I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, oh, totally, dude. I've when I was up there, I worked on
Jake could have painted that wall.
I worked on every room. I think there's like 200 and some rooms. I can't remember. Can't remember how many rooms there are.
You ever seen anything? There's an arcade there.
Have I ever experienced anything? Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me.
One time. Actually,
Tell me about your fake experience.
It was, yeah. Well,
I'm kidding.
It could be fake. I could be delusional.
Well, let me listen to it, and I'll give you my honest opinion. I'll be honest with you, man. So I don't not to be a dick.
When we did a bulk of the work that involved the rooms themselves, we did them in the off season, which was like, winter time.
Well, because you were working inside. So.
Yeah, and not a lot of people were utilizing the hotel. I mean, it was a big place.
So it was easier to work during the winter.
Pretty old too. I don't know if you can find how old it is.
I'll look.
One time I got this bid. It was a sweet bid too. It was nothing with construction or painting or anything. I actually had to go through every room, disconnect the TV that was in the room, put it out in the hallway, pick the new TV up, and connect it and, hook it up. My bid, I got $25 a TV to fucking do that. All I had to do was walk from the fucking nightstand out to the fucking hallway. $25 a room.
Nice.
200 rooms?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
That's awesome.
It was fucking good times back then. But anyway, so I wanted to bang all these things out as quick as I could, because there was other jobs I could have bid on.
This place is in Monroe County too, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
yeah.
so it's literally
yeah.
It's not far away.
Yeah, it's not far away. So the one night I wanted to bang as many TVs out as I could. So I was pretty up there. I was up there by myself. I stayed overnight. And at that time, I think I couldn't go on the first and second floor. I forget how many rooms were in the main tower.
Let me state real quick. It is at least as old as 1919. It might even be earlier. Because there's an amateur film of the commercial harvesting of ice using horse and man-powered equipment at Pocono Manor in 1919.
Yeah.
So that's pretty
old. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I had to stay away from the first and second floors in the main tower because there were a few people there. But I was the top floor. I can't remember how many stories it was. I was changing these TVs out up on the floor. And, I'd do a couple TVs and then I'd fucking go dick around, go downstairs, hit the fucking snack machine, shit like that.
Yeah.
And no one was booked on these floors, so there was no reason for the maids to be up there. Dude, every fucking time I'd have to turn those fucking lights back on. The hall lights, I have to walk all the way down in the hall, fucking turn the hall lights on. And a couple times when I was working...
They weren't automatic or anything.
No. This is old school. Light fucking switch.
Yeah.
Dude, those fucking lights, they must have went off like 4 or 5 times. I had to fucking keep going down there and turn these fucking
Did the guy who owned the place walk around a lot by chance?
No.
I was going to say maybe he was like a stickler about the money. Maybe he didn't want you to spend money on electricity.
No, he was pretty cool, especially jobs like that where it's like, I'd go to him and be like, dude, I want to bang this out. So, yo, I'm just going to work all night. And then I would get a key. He's like, yeah, here you go. There's room, whatever. When you get tired, just go to bed. Just let housekeeping know what room you stayed in.
Yeah.
You know, that was one of the weirdest fucking things for me was that the fucking lights that time. But working up there at night, I always felt weird, especially if I was by myself.
Yeah. Did anybody ever get murdered, killed there, or anything like that?
Not that I know of. I don't know if there's any stories.
Well, it's a pretty big place.
I don't know if there's any stories.
I'm sure somebody's died.
You know, years ago they made a book for our account for Monroe County. It was the hauntedest place in Monroe County. Yeah, your mom probably has it.
I have one about Poconos. I have Poconos haunted locations. Yeah, like, it has a bunch of like Poconos ghost stories.
Yeah, I wonder if that place ever been. I know there's one up. There's actually one down the road from there. It's literally right down the fucking road. It was on one of those haunted TV shows. It's some kind of what do you call it? Because up there in the Poconos, everything is tourist attraction. It's a fucking tourist trap up there.
Yeah. Well, not so much nowadays.
Yeah, not so much now. Back in the day, it used to be.
But
big,
it's still there. Yeah. All the tourist.
But it was this little shop up there. I don't know if it was a candle shop or whatever. It was actually on one of these national TV shows for being fucking haunted, which I think was a bullshit story too. But so I don't know. That's my thing. Was that fucking place haunted? You know what? I don't fucking know. I know I felt weird.
Yeah.
But dude, you could feel weird because you're just alone and you feel weird.
My sister lives in a really old house out in Strasbourg, pretty close to Main Street there.
Yeah.
Like pretty much, I'd say less than a quarter of a mile away from the Sherman, actually.
Yeah.
I think the house is from the 1800s, man.
Yeah.
And I've had to stay there alone a couple times.
It's just creepy.
It has like a whole underspace to it that looks fucked up. It looks like a horror house, man.
Yeah.
If you were to get rid of all their dainty, stupid decorations that they have in there, no offense to them if they ever listen to this, but they have some pretty dumb decorations in there. But if you were to strip it down and get rid of all the fancy decorations, the place would be fucking creepy, man.
And see,
it looks like a murder house.
That's part of the problem. There is our pop culture. That's
the thing. I don't think it's haunted.
Yeah.
It just feels weird to be there.
Yeah, but with the way our pop culture is, with all the movies and shit, it gets beat into our brains. Well,
that's the power of suggestion.
Yeah.
You see, that's the difference between me and somebody like, I'm Zach Baggins, and I was fucked by a ghost. It's like...
Anally.
And ever since, I've never been the same. Every time I see a ghost, I get in fetal position. You see, like, that's the difference between me and Zach Baggins, man. If I'm in a fucking house that looks creepy, I don't assume it's fucking haunted. Yeah. If I feel weird, I don't assume I'm being fucking watched by a ghost. Yeah. I think it's just the power of suggestion. I take a mental step back and I say, this is because I'm in a weird fucking house.
Yeah.
And I don't assume...
Buck Hill and no, there's shit about Buck Hill. I think MTV did a thing on Buck Hill. Yeah. All
I know is that, like, I take a step back and it's like I don't think it's something weird until I have like confirmation.
Yeah.
Like I said that I told you about the couple. Did I ever talk about them on podcast? The 3 weird things that happened to me in my house. Nothing's ever happened since. Shortly after my grandmother died, but on a couple occasions, I've seen like shadows out of the corner of my eye, but I can chalk that up to just a trick of the eye. That could be anything. But the 2 things that stand out to me most, the 2 big things, and even the one of them I could possibly interpret them as just a trick of the eye. That one time when I think I told you this story, when I woke up in the middle of the night and I got up and I consider myself a very conscious person.
Yeah.
Even when I first wake up, I'm not like so groggy that I think I'm seeing things that I'm not. I'm lucid. And I remember one time I had woken up and I was thirsty. Sometimes I just want to get up and get something to drink sometimes.
Yeah.
So I got up and there was a black oval in the middle of my doorway and I thought it was just like my eyes adjusting. Because I thought it was just like, I remember I tried walking through it. I couldn't. I actually couldn't. It felt like a force was stopping me. Nothing solid. It felt like, you know when you push 2 magnets on the same side together?
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. It felt like I just couldn't. I was just like,
Yeah.
and I remember I was just like, fuck this, and I went back to bed, and I, oh dude, my fucking leg is covered in blood. I keep scratching my fucking leg. Jesus Christ. Sorry, man. Wow, that's pretty bad. You see that?
Yeah. Fucking AIDS right there, man.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I was like, I remember being like, I didn't feel threatened by it by any means.
Yeah.
But like maybe that was just a trick of the eye and I lost my balance.
Yeah.
I mean, I lost my balance 3 times in a row though, so that's a little bit weird. But you know what? It could be anything. It could be a trick of the eye. It's possible. It's possible.
I think there's weird shit that happens because, like...
But the one thing that I think is absolutely weird, because I remember it was first thing in the morning. It was a weekend. I had just woken up, but I was awake for long enough to be awake. I wasn't like I was when I woke up to get a drink of water. I was awake. And I remember I was on my laptop fucking around. And I think I was like 14 or 15, I think, at the time. I remember I drink a lot of seltzer water. But I drink a lot of my seltzer water room temperature, so it doesn't sweat. There's no sweat on the fucking cans. Well, I had it on my nightstand next to my bed, and I remember I saw it turn in the corner of my eye, and I thought it was just a trick of the eye. A couple seconds later, it turns again. I'm looking at it. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm looking straight fucking at it, man. I'm looking at it like this, and it fucking turns from the fucking nutrition facts to the label. It wasn't wet. There's no draft in my fucking room. It fucking turned on its own. And I was like, I literally got up out of my bed and I was like, hey, Mom. I was just kind of on my laptop and my can turned on its own. I'm a little bit creeped out. It was like 8 in the morning.
Quit playing with your wiener, Jimmy.
Well, it was first thing in the morning. My mom was sleeping in and it was a weekend, so... Actually, I think it was summertime, so I think she was just sleeping in. I don't even think she had work. I think she was like, "It was nothing, Jimmy. Go fuck your back bed." I was like, "Oh, okay, whatever." Hey, you see that?
That's gross, dude.
Sorry.
So, like, you met... he actually met Tim one day.
Yeah, I met... Yeah. Well, I met him a couple times. I met him...
I was going to ask you if you were going to say about that.
I met him a couple times. I met him that one other time, but we didn't really talk.
Oh, a weird death story with him was when I was younger. He told me a story, and then his mother confirmed it like a couple years later. She was talking about the same thing, and she said, "Yeah, remember when that happened? Blah blah blah." He did
tell me a couple of weird stories when we were talking.
Yeah, well, that's about his house, but when his father died, he was young when his father died. And he told me, and his mom confirmed it years later, that when his father died, they weren't at the hospital because his father had cancer. Yeah. And he said they were at home. Mm-hmm. And the phone rang. And it rang a couple times. And then he said to his mom, he said, "Mom, you might want to get the phone. They're calling to tell you that Dad just died."
Wait, who did that?
Tim.
He said that.
Yeah, he said that.
When he was younger.
Yeah. And sure enough, when she answered the phone, it was them to let her know that he had passed.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's pretty freaky.
That's freaky.
And then something happened to me one time. A friend of mine, this was, holy shit, about 10 years ago. I was in bed when my girlfriend at the time, we were fucking sleeping, and my phone was ringing.
Sleeping?
Yeah, we were sleeping, trust me.
Yeah, whatever the fuck you say, man.
Yeah, we were sleeping.
Yeah, whatever, fuck you. Bet you're fucking banging her ass.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
So anyway, my phone started ringing. It was like 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
And it was a friend of mine at the time, James. It was his girlfriend, because her name fucking came up. And I'm like, I didn't want to answer the phone. And my girlfriend's like, that's, so-and-so. Are you going to answer the fucking phone? I said, I don't think I want to. I think she's going to tell me James is dead. and I didn't answer the phone, and she called back again, and then I answered the phone, and sure enough, she told me that James committed suicide.
Oh,
So,
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
He used to work where we work. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
guy.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't. But I chalked that up to the fact that I was getting a phone call from her at 3 o'clock in the morning. But then again, we were all night shift workers. You know, so I always think, the only reason I did that is because there was no reason for them to be calling me at 3 o'clock in the morning. But that was kind of fucking weird too. So. Yeah.
Well, other than those 3 things that happened to me, I nothing weird's ever happened to me, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've only the one that they're coming out of the corner of my eye is creepy, but I don't think it is anything because it looked like somebody was coming down the hall at me.
Yeah.
Like it looked like somebody was walking down the hall. I was like at me, and I was like, nothing was there.
They're fucking shadow peoples. It's the shadow.
But it could have just been something. Like it could have been like my cat.
Could have been the fucking shadow person too.
Yeah,
you know what? It could have been one of those black-eyed children.
Well, whatever.
That we're gonna have to
black-eyed children. If you're out there and you're trying to kill me, fucking do it already. I'm done with
that's
life.
something.
I'm done.
Listen, that's something we're gonna fucking eventually.
Yeah, I want to talk about cryptids. I want to talk about cryptids.
I want to look heavy into the black.
I want to talk. I want to have something like maybe because I have a rotation. I don't know about you, but I was telling you I have a rotation here where I go from haunting to like a cult kind of thing to a serial killer.
Yeah.
I want to throw in cryptids somewhere in there, like Bigfoot. I do want to talk about Bigfoot at one point, even if it's as a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Just to talk about it and its history, man. It's funny. It's funny. The people who fucking hunt Bigfoot are funny.
Yeah.
Now it's fucked up because that missing 411 guy that I like so much.
Yeah.
He believes in Bigfoot.
Does he?
Well, started in Bigfoot, and that's from looking into Bigfoot stuff is how we found out about
the missing people.
The missing people.
Well, actually, what's funny about that guy is that I don't know how true this is. It might be fake. I don't know, but apparently he had brought samples of Bigfoot shit that he found. Not shit, but you know what I mean, like Bigfoot stuff.
Yeah.
He apparently found some stuff and then submitted it to a college to be examined. And he didn't tell them it was Bigfoot research. He was like, yeah, I just found this. Can you guys examine this and determine what it is? And then these guys are all like, this is like a new species. What the fuck is this? And then he's like, yeah, it's Bigfoot research, bitch. And then they're all like, never mind. I don't want anything to do with this. So that is a little bit suspect, though. I wonder maybe there is a Bigfoot and this guy has some evidence and nobody wants to do anything to do with it because it's a joke. Because people lie about it all the time.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem, the liars.
Yeah.
It's the problem with everything.
Same thing with the UFOs.
Fucking liars,
fucking
man.
ghosts.
Dude,
everything we talk about, it could be fucking liars, man.
People get impatient and they fucking lie. Yeah, I was trying to think about what I had a thought for next week, but I don't know where it went because I'm racking my fucking mind right now thinking of what it was. Man, he rips that shit up. Did you get Bulls on Parade down yet? Yo, you're blowing that thing apart. Oh, now the fucking cat's gonna choke on it, dude.
There's another headphone warning to everybody. Headphone. Where the fuck?
It's underneath your foot.
I wonder if Bob Becky believes in Bigfoot.
Fucking Bob Becky.
Bigfoot is fake news.
Fucking Bob Becky.
I gave my half mallet back.
He gained some followers after our podcast. Did you see that?
He really did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
He's posting more too. He's posting more too. Like his opinion matters.
I just know I was fucked up enough when I went home last week that I didn't remember any of the podcast.
Really?
Except when I woke up the next morning, I remembered fuck Bob Becky.
Yeah, Bob Becky.
Wow, man. Bob Becky, I respect you as a person, buddy. I'll tongue kiss you, faggot.
Dude, I can't believe it. I was just thinking yesterday.
I said another dirty word. this podcast.
Did you?
I did. I said the F word.
Freedom?
No, I said the one for the LGBT community.
Oh, that one.
Ooh.
Fudge.
Yeah, whatever. Second week in a row, baby. I'm so sorry, guys. I need to learn how to control my language.
It's whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yesterday I was thinking, and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta talk to Jimmy. I want to fucking, maybe next week's topic will be this. But it's gone, and I don't know what the fuck it was.
It's definitely Bigfoot. I'm pretty sure.
No, it's not fucking.
No, I'm
big.
pretty sure it was Bigfoot.
It ain't them fucking big feet. Gonna Google.
You know why they call him Bigfoot? Big dick.
Hey, did we say Happy Father's Day?
Happy Father's Day, guys.
To the fathers out there that have children because they're fathers, because they came in someone.
Wow.
Oh, speaking of that, speaking of coming in someone and being a father, I'll share this little story with you. Okay, Jake just graduated.
He knocked up a girl, didn't he?
No, but I remember because you're sitting there watching the kid graduate, and what's going through your mind is like just your whole life with this fucking person, like this whole. Oh Jesus!
Watch how strong my mind is.
Wow.
Yeah, you see that?
I'm thinking about the last fucking 18 fucking years.
Yeah.
And my mom's sitting next to me.
Yeah, what's it like being like 80 years old?
Shut up. And my mom's sitting next to me, and I'm thinking, I remember the day I fucking told her that fucking my girlfriend was pregnant.
Yeah.
I was terrified to tell her that fucking I knocked someone up. Not because I knocked someone up, because I had to sit down and basically tell my mom,
that
Mom,
you nutted in someone.
I fucking came inside her. I took my dick out and came inside her.
Yeah.
I'm such a disappointment.
I think I think if I told my mom, I think she'd be scared right now because I work where I work now. But if I had a better job and I told her that
your mom would be excited as shit, dude.
Dude, with how my mom is, she'd be like, fuck yeah, more grandkids.
She'd be fucking ecstatic, dude.
Well, especially for me, since I'm the prodigal son.
Yeah.
I really am. I'm the best one out of all of them.
What the fuck did I want to do next week on? I can't fucking remember.
I don't know, porn.
Listen, I'll try to stay away from the pedophiles for a while. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
I like picking on the pedophiles.
It seems like the pedophiles can't stay away from us.
Dude, I love picking on the pedophiles because they're fucking trash.
Yeah, and they deserve to be picked on.
Justified
bullying, bro.
Maybe, I don't know. Did we even do a UFO thing yet? Oh, yeah, we did, yeah.
We did a UFO?
We did Tom DeLonge.
No, that doesn't count.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
We should do a UFO one.
We
should do a UFO one next week.
I don't know. We'll figure something out.
We should do a UFO one next week.
I don't know.
Let's do it.
I don't know.
Let's do a UFO one. Talk about what's your favorite UFO case, bro?
Well, of course, it's fucking Roswell, like everyone else's.
Other than Roswell.
Actually, I like the Belgium lights. I don't know if you guys know about the.
I don't know what the
Belgium lights are.
I don't know what the Belgium lights are.
They were a bunch of sightings back in the late 80s, early 90s, I believe.
Never mind. I think I know what the Belgium lights are now.
Fuck ton of people.
Yeah. I think I know what they are now.
Yeah, there's some good fucking pictures.
We should talk about those people in South America that's seen a bunch of crazy shit, and like a whole town seen a whole bunch of crazy shit.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
I don't know if it was South America or in Africa.
The fucking lights coming through the houses and shit.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But then again, that's from a place where technology and it's a little bit less. So, like, I don't think there's any pictures or anything, is there?
Yeah, no.
So that's a little bit of a iffy case.
It
could be just a whole town coordinating, which isn't unknown.
They're pretty much all stories. There was one guy from I believe it was the
and
Brazilian
as you guys
Air
know,
Force.
eyewitness testimony is the least credible source of information.
We the three of us could watch someone get murdered, and we'd say the murderer. You'd say he had red hair. You'd say he had brown hair. I'd say he had blonde.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what that's just how eyewitness testimony goes with everything.
Yeah. Yeah. So Bob Becky, I think that's it.
Bob Becky, please contact us. We want you on the podcast.
Yeah, Bob, you little bitch.
Also, Grant McDonald, if you could,
Grant McDonald, Ram Ranch.
Music.
Yeah. Ram Ranch.
Fucking Ram Ranch. Wheeler Walker, of course, always putting out the invite. Hey, did Elon Musk fucking go with Joe Rogan over us? Yeah. Is the deal sealed? Yeah. That fucking motherfucker.
Dude, Joe Rogan's a nobody, and his podcast is for friggin'... We don't cure anything.
Rogan, your podcast is history.
Do DMT, you'll go to another dimension.
We are the future, Rogan.
I'm all about anti-drugs. No drugs allowed.
I'm all about anal. Wait, no. I said that wrong.
Bye.
Oh, shit. Whatever. It's a good podcast.
Yeah, guess we gotta link social media now, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let me pull up the thing so I know exactly what to say. Hold on. Paint. It's in Paint. It's funny because it's in Paint. Or it's in a Paint file. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, guys. Our Twitter is @DrinkinATheory. No spaces, no capitals. If you want my Twitter, it's @JimmyBonesMyGuy.
My Twitter is @BOBBYBETKE. Hit me up.
Yeah, hit me up at Bob Becky. We have an Instagram we never post on, but go and follow it anyway. Maybe you'll give us incentive to post there, you asshole.
Yeah, someone help us out. Show us how to use it. Whatever.
Drink_and_theory_podcast.
You know, Tony was supposed to be running the fucking Instagram. Fucking
Tony!
These fucking kids are so fucking worthless, dude.
Anyway, SoundCloud. We're on SoundCloud. If you're listening to this on SoundCloud already, we're on iTunes. If that's easier for you, we're also on Stitcher. And we have a Facebook page. It's Drinking a Theory Pod. It's just Drinking a Theory, isn't it? Or no, it's Drinking a Theory Podcast on there.
I don't know.
Check real quick. I think it's podcast at the end. It's a guy with a tinfoil hat on. We're going to have our own logo eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Podcast.
Yeah, it has podcast. So it's Drinking a Theory Podcast.
Yeah.
On Facebook. We ship post there. So, it's just about everything.
What's this fucking kid at?
I don't know. I yelled. I literally yelled.
Hey, there he is. Hey, Tone, how's our Instagram going? Yeah, not good, huh? Not good.
Say something.
What's with all the bling hanging around your neck? Did your girlfriend give you that shit?
Is that your abstinence necklace?
It better be. Yeah. Yeah.
Get rid of it if that's the case. Nobody needs that. Make him a grandpa. Do it now. It's better to get it out of the way when you're young.
No, shut the fuck up, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Holy shit. All right, I guess that's it.
Podcast over.
And thanks a lot for anyone who's listening that helped get these numbers up on.
Yeah. If you guys could, I know it might be asking a lot, but if you guys could tell your friends about us.
Yeah.
You know, if you guys like don't force yourself. Like Jake doesn't really give a shit.
No, I don't care. Go out and tell your friends to fucking listen to it. If they don't, you know what? They're not your fucking friends.
Where me, on the other hand, if your friends are like, man, I know you listen to a lot of podcasts. Can you suggest me a podcast? Be like, yeah, I listen to these Drinking a Theory guys. They're pretty cool. You know? Yeah. Throw them there. You know, every little bit.
And you know, comments really help us out.
Yeah, comment. Tell me.
Nobody does that.
Even if they're bad comments.
Yeah, tell me. I bet you this Jimmy guy has a big fat ass.
Did we mention Al?
Yeah, besides
Al. OWL last.
Yeah. They commented yes on our YouTube video.
Dude, we were so excited.
Yeah,
that
was a lot.
We didn't even know what it meant.
Yeah, that was a lot of positive reinforcement.
Yeah, we still don't.
We found out who. Wait, we did find out who Al is.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We still don't know what it means though.
Tony, you know who Al is, right? Why don't you tell us who Owl is? Why don't you pierce the veal?
No, don't be piercing nothing. Yeah, no.
Penetrate the veal. Okay. Anyway, I guess it's a secret, but they said yes, and that was very positive of them. Thank you. If you guys could go to our SoundCloud and just comment yes, thank you.
Do you do comments on SoundCloud?
Yeah, you can put comments at certain times.
Oh, come on, people, hook us up, man.
Yeah, just comment yes, and then maybe what you need to do exactly for me is press the number 8.
I will, dude. You do it. I'll send you a pic of Rocky's dick.
Ew, that's fucking
Really? Rocky on the podcast? They don't even know who that is.
Anyway,
Yeah, we mentioned Rocky.
I want you to right now.
He's a stud.
I want you right now to go on your laptop or your phone, go into that comment section right now, right on this timestamp. I want you to press 8. I want you to press the equal sign 3 times. I want you to post a capital D, and then post it. And if you don't, I'm gonna step on your balls.
Wow.
Unless you're into that thing, then he's not going to.
Yeah, then I'm going to not step on your balls while you beg for me to step on your balls.
All right, peace out. I'm done.
See you guys. Bye. All right, podcast over.